Over in this area you will see a rock shaped in the form of a duck-billed platypus at the end of a down log, which makes the entire imagery appear to be a tomahawk, all of which being symbolic of the real purpose for this property at some time in the future. In this little pen here, we currently have our two cast-outs, a chicken that couldn't get along with the other ones. She has a defect in her feet. I don't know if you can see, but she has no claws, and that somehow made her unacceptable to the other chickens, and they got into some fights over it. Likewise, underneath here is a turkey sitting on eggs. A little strange of this turkey, I don't know if you can see it because it's fairly dark in there. This is a male turkey, what appears to be a hermaphrodite, since in fact it has laid eggs and is sitting on its eggs at this moment. Inside, and again there is not much light in the way of helping you see in here, but there are a few little turkeys up on the log there. These are the babies with mother turkey down below, and their next door neighbors are a couple of ducks that we have called Barbara and Frank. Unfortunately for Barbara and Frank, these ducks haven't turned out to be half as nice as they are, and I wish the hell that I had chosen different names at the beginning. Walking backwards towards the barn area, we can see the chickens, free-range chickens here, always allowed to wander at their own discretion, eating what they choose to eat. And we move past a hayloft building which was constructed by our partners in this operation, and a little cat at the back with her kittens. We have approximately 20 cats here, and it brings a new meaning to the book that was once published on U.S. senators, titled Herding Cats. All of the animals on the farm are basically teachers of their own personality and being, and how those personalities are comparable to human beings. And we've learned a lot of lessons. You can hear the goats in the background here. They're getting ready for their daily romp up front. I'll be letting them out in a few minutes after I've made this little circle here. The area that you're looking at here is an area most likely to hold a Quonset type of building and be used for the excavation project, while a new barn will be built in that other area we saw just prior to looking at the goats. And I can refresh your memory, even though I forgot to mention it when we were looking the first time. But the area of the barn is the area over here with the hydro pole that I had installed a couple of years ago, and this is where we plan to have the barn. The corner of the post you see straight ahead of you is part of the property next door, and it is what allows the shape of this farm to end up looking like a gun. This would be the area basically at the end of the handle where the trigger mechanism comes in. I have aerial photographs, and I can show those later. I've outlined the property on the photographs, and it clearly was designed to be in the shape of a gun. Now, of course, the word gun is G, and the French word un, one, genetically engineered one, is the purpose. This field, which is basically used for picnics by families who come to visit, or lying around in the sun, is only one of a number of places that are used by visitors. As I said, the total property is 34 acres, and it would be large enough, I suspect, for a gated community after the search is done, or for the construction of a major project. We are only a few miles, maybe 2 miles, straight through. If one were to follow the edge of our property straight through to the end, one would arrive at the main highway leading into Ottawa from the USA at Prescott and Cardinal, Highway 416, which has signs on it reminding the people who are in the know that things are about to happen, since they use the motto on the highway that is normally reserved for Remembrance Day, November the 11th, at 11 o'clock is Remembrance Day for our lost soldiers, and their motto is "Lest we forget," or "Lest ye forget." Strange motto for a main highway from the U.S. to Canada, unless it has a particular purpose. And we know that in the mythology of Ragnarok, there is a suggestion that the United States will suffer a cataclysmic nova, and that a number of people who have been pre-warned will find their way to Canada prior to that cataclysmic fire and brimstone turnover of the land